Imagine a world where the wheel was never invented. No cars, no trains, no machinery. It sounds like a simple change, right? But this one invention didn't just change transportation, it changed civilization itself. So, what happens if we just erase it from history? First, human progress slows to a crawl. Without the wheel, all movement is manual. We still walk, we still ride animals, and we still drag things with ropes and sleds. But building anything massive, that becomes painfully slow. Think about the Great Pyramids, ancient cities, and empires. They would take generations longer to build if they were even built at all. Lifting heavy objects is possible, but rolling, that magic, never arrives. Next, trade as we know it completely collapses. In our real timeline, the wheel created vast trade routes, complex economies, and eventually globalization. But without it, transporting goods becomes incredibly expensive, slow, and limited. A single farmer can feed their village, but they can't feed a kingdom. A kingdom needs supply lines, and supply lines need speed. Without the wheel, the world stays local, not global. Cities don't grow into sprawling giants. They remain as small clusters. Economies shrink, borders become tighter, and cultures grow more isolated, not by choice but by necessity. Now, let's talk about war. This is where things get really interesting. Without the wheel, there are no chariots, no war wagons, and definitely no tanks or artillery platforms rolling into battle. Armies still exist, of course, but they move at the speed of feet, horses, and rivers. Wars become shorter in distance, but last much, much longer. Why? Because invasions are harder to pull off, but retreats are also slower. Battles are fought up close and personal. Territories change hands slowly. Fewer nations fall quickly, but fewer wars end quickly either. There is no blitzkrieg. There is only endurance. Innovation doesn't stop. Eat whose shifts. Humans are creative. We don't stop inventing, we just invent differently. Instead of wheels, we would pour all our genius into perfecting waterways, pulley systems, manpower, animal strength, and sliding mechanisms. We would become absolute masters of lifting and dragging, but we'd never unlock the incredible power of rotation. Technology would become vertical, not circular. Think about that for a second, a world of levers and lifts, but no spin. But here's the paradox. In some ways, things might actually be better. No wheel means no mass industry, no highways carving up the natural landscape, no cities choked with exhaust fumes, no factories spinning non-stop, polluting our air and water. The planet would be far less polluted. The air would be cleaner, and life would be quieter. People would walk more, communities would stay closer. Human interaction would increase, not because life is easier, but because life is slower. And this leads to the final truth about the wheel. It didn't just help us move faster, it allowed us to build faster, trade farther, scale bigger, conquer quicker, invent machinery, industrialize the planet, and ultimately, connect the entire world. A world without the wheel isn't a dead world, it's a delayed world. It's less advanced, more natural, more human, and less global. So now, you have to ask yourself, would humanity have eventually invented something even greater to replace it? Or would we still be living small, local lives, never reaching the age of information or space exploration? Because maybe the wheel wasn't just a tool. Maybe it was the first symbol that humanity was ready to spin the world forward. So, tell me what you think in the comments. Would the world be worse off without the wheel? Or maybe, just maybe, a little bit better? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more what ifs.